0 attempts from 3 for Valanciunas. How about that?
How about that? Take that for that.
Hey, Ty, Rashawn Haylock, HC Lue.
How you doing?
Doing all right. How do you work with Paul over this next week or so in terms of trying to get him playoff ready and all the things that he needs to be able to be playoff ready?
Just continue to increase his minutes. Keep trying to get him in the rhythm, putting the ball in his hands so he can make plays. And it's going to be important when he does his sports down the stretch. And so just try, like tonight, I thought he was a little tired tonight. It was the first time I've seen him that he looked a little fatigued to me. But just continue to make plays. I think he had 7 assists in the first half, just moving the basketball, making the right read. And just keep trying to build his minutes up slowly.
He talked about guys taking on different roles in his absence. With Reggie in particular, like, what did he do that kind of helped you get to this point?
He was able to score the basketball for one, and then make plays for the guys. And so, PG being down for as long as he did, him and Marcus did a good job of just carrying that offensive load, and Luke Kennard did a great job as well. So Reggie just was, in the game. We went to him. He was able to make some big shots for us. Playing that point guard position and making plays for other guys when teams are, double teaming or we had to get guys shots. He did that all year long. And so he's been great for us all year.
Coach, congrats on the win. PG said that he challenged the guys when he got back to start shaping into more of a playoff team. What were those conversations like, and what have you seen from him as a leader since he's been back?
His biggest focus has been defense. I think our defensive has slipped a little bit. And I don't know if it's because late in the season or what, but our defense hasn't been as good as we needed to be. But the last few games, we've been able to step our defense up. So that's been great. And then just focus on playing the right way, getting into the paint, moving the ball, making the right pass. We did it all night tonight. Like I said, tonight we had another 33 assist game. So just continue to keep building good habits.
And then with PG coming back, Amir has kind of been the odd man out in the rotation. Has there been any talks or even just thoughts about?
Yeah. It's always talk and communication. And just told him he did a great job. And without Amir, we wouldn't be in the position we're in today, because he played great basketball for us. He picked up that scoring load that we needed. And I told him when PG was coming back, just stay ready. Your minutes probably go down. You might not play a lot, or you might not play at all, but just be ready. He said, Coach, I'm ready. And I understand my role, and I'll be ready when you call me. And then other night in Milwaukee, he had a huge game. So our guys understand that it's all about winning, it's about team. And whatever decision we make, our guys usually roll with it.
You guys, with eighth locked up, you guys got some practice days this week potentially. You have some days off. How do you balance rest versus ramping up, especially if you got a PG who, like you said, he hasn't been out?
We still got to ramp up.
Yeah.
We still got to ramp up because getting our rotations down. Still trying to figure out who's better with that second unit, Reggie or PG. So we just some things we still got to figure out. So we still got to get his minutes up and try to get his win right, get his feel right. And so we don't have time to go backwards. We went backwards to get to this point we're at now. So now we got to ramp it up and guys playing more minutes. And like I said tonight, I thought Marcus was great. He really carried us, especially in that first half, of just calming things down. We over dribbled and we didn't, make the right play. We was able to post Marcus and he was able to deliver all night for us. So that was huge.
The guys that PG would probably match up with in a lineup, like the Reggies and the Nikos and the Marcuses. Even those guys will probably have their minutes still stable.
Well, the last 10, 12 games, we backed those guys' minutes down. Nico, Marcus, and Reggie. And I think Spencer losing a couple of games as well. That we could have probably, won if we played Reggie 40 minutes like we were. So we wanted to be smart. We had to back those guys down with the chance that PG might come back. And then when he came back, we had to ramp it up. So we kind of went backwards. So that's where we're at right now.
Tied 21 threes tonight, kind of carried over from Milwaukee Friday night. Is it just something too with the ball movement and the assist that there were more openings, or?
Yeah, when we're touching the paint and guys are attacking the basket, we're going to get open threes and open shots, and we make the right play. And so we've been preaching about just getting to the paint, making the right play, and you can hear Reggie coming down the hallway. But that's what we've been preaching, and I think PG be able to, the caliber player that he is, he's going to put 2 on the basketball, which allows us to get into the paint and then make the right pass out for threes. And so we did it all night long.
You were 8 of 8 in the first quarter. When you see something like that, do you have the sense.
I mean, if Reggie could have made his normal shots, it would have been even better. He was 1 for 9, you know, so, you know, he definitely shoots the ball better than that. He has some good looks, on some catch and shoots. And so, like I said, when the ball's hopping, we're passing, we're getting to the paint, making the right play, making the right pass, you know, we're a tough team to beat.
Ty, I saw you sit down and mention Valanciunas not getting the threes off. But when it comes to the defense specifically, trying to get better, what's the key to that, especially with a team that rebounds as well as they do?
Well, we put Marcus up to the challenge of just having to, if he posted up, trying to get around to the fronts, and so he could have easy catches. And then in pick and roll, we was able to switch, and that kept Zoo out of, you know, having to try to drop and try to get back to Valanciunas. We kept him on Jackson Hayes, who was mostly in the corner. So that allows us to switch a lot of pick and rolls with Valanciunas. And then when he posted up, we were able to get into our fronts, and now our backside help is available when we need it. So taking him out of that trigger with just Valanciunas being able to pop and make threes and get open shots, we wanted to make sure we took that away.
So you start the game like that, but then in the second quarter, you see CJ go like 0 for 5. Brandon had like 3 turnovers, never really got into any kind of rhythm. What did you see in that second quarter that allowed you to separate and kind of blow the game?
Well, it was our second unit. Their defense and offense, it was great. You know, they came in, I think we got 11 out of 12 stops, you know, to start that second quarter and just moving the basketball, playing up tempo, some good plays by Isaiah, T-Man. And so it started with our defense. You know, Rocco is a ringleader in that second unit. He got a lot of deflections and steals and blocks, and we was able to get out of the transition and get some easy ones.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Be sure you went.